Alright, Assalamualaikum and hi for everyone. So this is our presentation for our lab for lab 8. So this is the title, Time Lag Earth Fault Relay Test. So we all from the group A1, section 1. This is for chapter 8. So next. Alright, this is for our 3 group members. So first we have Ahmad Farid bin Aziz, and then we have Hakim Bin Mad Said, and then lastly we have Hani, Hamizan, Hilmi bin Bunaim. Next. Alright, this is for the question 1. Function of EVR. Refer for figure 1. What is the current and time setting for EVR? So this is the exactly example for Earth. Right, this is the function of EVR. The major function of an earth fault relay is to the operate for the leakage current to the earth. And what is the current and time setting in EVR? So this is timetable. We have current setting 0.1 to 0.2 ampere. And then delay time setting 0 to 1 second. Operating setting with 105% input below than 300. With more than 200% below than 100 meter per second. Next. So this is for the question 2. Connection of EVR to CT, busbar and MCCB refer for figure 2. So this is the example for figure 2. Next. So connection of the EVR to CT, busbar and MCCB. So alright, EVR to CT connect to the current transformer of the object to be the protected. On the detection of the fault, the relay will start trip and circuit breaker and turn on alarm. The secondary terminal of the current transformer is connected in parallel with the relay. The output of the current transformer is equal to the zero sequence current flow in the line. And then lastly, the zero sequence current is absent for the external faults, and for the internal fault, it's become twice and value of the fault current. So earth to bar is connected to the bus bar as a protection to protect bus bar, a short circuit and earth fault. And if you are to MCCB, the relay will trip the current breaker with MCCB. MCCB will sense earth fault and will break it just as it would do with a short circuit. So next I will pass for my friends. Mak Farid.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum. Okay, for the question 3, function of CT bus bar and MCCB in the circuit. So this is a diagram. Okay. Next is CT, the function of CT bar. So CT bar is a type of transformer that used to reduce or multiply the alternating current AC when there is unbalance in between three phases of the power transformer. A resultant unbalanced current flow through the closed path connect to common terminal of the CT secondary. So the function of bus bar is conduct or a group of conductor used for collecting electric power from the incoming feeder and distributes them to the outgoing feeder. And the last for the function of MCCB is electric protection device that used for a wide range of voltage and frequency of both 50 Hz and 60 Hz. It's automatically switch off the electrical circuit during any abnormal condition in the electric network such as overload. Okay, for the question 4, the function of each pin EFR, pin number 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. So this is a example of EFR. Okay, for the function of each pin, they have 6 pin, which pin number 1 is negative terminal for auxiliary power to supply to operation the relay. Pin number 2 is positive terminal that connect zero current transformer that function as sensor. Pin number 3 is terminal of normal open NO that always condition and on when the current exit from the set value in EFR. Pin number 5 is terminal of common COM that act as bridge between power source and MCCB. Number seven is negative terminal that connect zero current transformer and function as sensor. And the last pin number 8 is positive terminal that connect auxiliary power supply to operate the relay. Okay, for the question 5, the function of secondary injection test set. Okay, this is the figure for function secondary injection test set. Okay. For this function secondary injection test set, the purpose of secondary injection testing is to verify that the correct operation of the protection scheme from the relay input terminal onward is functioning correctly with the settings specified. Second is secondary protection system consists of auxiliary relay, protective relay, protection circuit, metering device, communication and control system, low voltage device. The third is secondary injection. Tests comprise not only the testing of protective relay and their tripping setting, but also varying all the related circuit and gears include in the correct functioning of the secondary protection system. And the last is secondary injection test always done prior to primary inject test. So that treat site with the initial testing to the low voltage side of the device under the test is reduced. The primary of high voltage side on the equipment is disconnect, so that's no harm can occur. So that's all for me.
Right, thank you, Mr. Farid. So I'm Hani Hilmi. Will answer the question 6. All right. So for the question 6, the question is connection of secondary injection test set to the EFR. Refer figure 4, where is the pin number 1 to 8 of EFR in this figure. So the pin for number 1 is here. Next, the pin number 2 is here. Alright. Next, the pin number 3 is here, the contact strip, and number 5 is here. Next, for the pin number 7 is here at EF, and pin number 8 at here. Alright. So next question is question 7. The question is a method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. Right. So method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the minimum current setting. First one is test time lag earth fault protection relay using secondary current injection test with follow a wiring in figure. Next, then relay earth fault is connect to the secondary current injection test set. Switch off the test set with control knob. Then switch the secondary current injection test set to test position and start a timer. Next, supply the EFR with external 240 volt. Then switch off the test set. Next, set up the secondary current injection test to 0 until 10 ampere. Next, increase the output current of the test until earth fault element pick up. Then the recording must from starting or PLC up current reading. So next question, the last question is question 8. So the question is method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the operating time. Alright, so the method to perform the EFR test using the secondary injection test for checking the operating time. The first one is connect the relay trip. Connect the relay trip contact to secondary current injection test set, the timer terminal. Second, then switch on the secondary current injection test and set the output current to 2.0 time IO, which is a tripping current setting. Next, switch off the test set with control knob. Then switch the secondary current injection test set to test position and start the timer. Next, after relay trip contact is operated, record the relay operating time. Next, switch off the test set. Next, repeat the instruction number 2 with current inject at 3.0 time IO, which is IO is tripping current setting, to 5.0 time IO. The last one is disconnect all wiring between test and relay. So I think that's all from our group. Thank you.